my G's low. I keep it cool cause my breeze low. With the J, nigga. Drinking with the J.
Alright. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Hello world, hello Chicago. My name is Sequoia. I go by Black Charade. I'm sitting here today with
Jayy Iman, the one and only.
definitely the one and only. Jayy Iman is a very special talent. I'm happy to be sitting here with her today. Just gonna talk to her about some projects she recently just released and see how life is going, check in. It's been a minute, so I'm very excited to see what's going on with you, your new creations, your music, and everything creative. How are you? How you been?
I've been blessed. I'm excited we have this reunion.
Yes.
There's been a lot going on with both of us, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see what you have to ask me.
Oh yeah, I got 100 questions. Before we get into that, just take a moment and just kind of tell the people who you are, where you're from, how do we get here?
I am Jayy Iman, aka Baby Jazz, and I'm from Chicago. That's why we here. And what was the other question?
Just your music journey, or how you got into music, or just how do you identify yourself just as an artist, a musician?
Okay.
How would you say you identify?
Yes, okay. So for the people that don't know, which is a lot of people probably, I've been doing music for a long time. I'm mostly a songwriter, so that has made me a rapper and a singer. And I've put out 5 projects. I just dropped my most recent project, Flavors, on 420 this year. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
wow.
it's been a lot going on,
Flavors,
but
I like that. Okay.
we're always doing more.
Always doing more. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Okay, we're gonna talk about Flavors because I do like that project. I'm excited about it. You said you've been doing it for a long time. About how many years you would say you've been doing music?
Probably I've been writing music probably 15 years, but I've been singing since I was in the 2nd grade.
Okay, wow. Like in church or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's where
Okay, I started. I'm in a choir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I remember kind of how I got onto you. I think through elevator music. We were back at Howard. We met at Howard.
HU?
Yeah. And I remember thinking, wow, I loved your style. I loved how you perform. I loved your sound. I thought it was unique. And you had a very charismatic type of flow and just kind of very confident. So I dig that. And I remember elevator music. You said you just dropped Flavors. What's happened between then? Is this very different from way back then? That's 5 projects ago, maybe? How?
Everything changes, so yes. We have been evolving. But I'm still the same person, so everything's all in alignment, I feel. But it is definitely a more matured content.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That's all I would really say. I still try to keep it pretty neo soul, but this project in particular, I created songs on songs that were already made. So I didn't really have so much originality in the production in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I tapped into a couple other songs that's I normally wouldn't do. So, but for the most part, I try to keep it a lot of natural instruments. I love the sound of natural instruments, not computerized stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it on a computer, but I still like it to sound like you could play it in a band. You know.
Right. And do you think that's because the way you like to perform, or that's just how you've always been? What do you?
I think I'm just a really natural person.
Okay.
Back to the basics. What is the root? So
Okay.
I think it's just me.
It's just you. Okay, cool. We like it. And with Flavors, who produced that? You mentioned you kind of did a old school kind of mixtape style, right? I think when people just kind of hop on beats and beats they want to. I think about Lil Wayne, No Ceiling when I think about mixtapes.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Was that kind of the idea here? Or?
Yeah, this is my No Ceilings tape. You know, I didn't plan on making a tape. I had just made one song just practicing. And then a little while later, I made a couple more songs, and I'm like, this could be a thing. But it was going to be called Practice because that's what I felt like I was just doing.
Okay, so you changed the name.
Yeah, to play.
Why did you do that? Okay, tell me about that. So you're in.
It was a couple levels.
Practice, okay.
Yeah, it just started at Practice,
okay.
And then it had went to Seasoning.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, it was called Seasoning.
Okay.
Because I was just like, okay, I've grown, like I'm a little more seasoned now.
Okay.
On top of this is just a little extra spice.
Okay.
You know, to what I already be doing.
right, okay.
But because I've always been a very like original type of person. Like I don't even really want samples in my beats. So I'm like that. So I'm just like, this is extras. You
right.
know, it's
okay.
side.
Like throwaways, if you will. But
yeah.
Okay. So it's funny because you mentioned that. So how were you able to like convince yourself like, hey, like I normally I don't even like instrumentals in my songs, but here I'm just gonna take these beats. I'm gonna do this project. Was that hard for you to kind of?
No, because I have been dealing with a lot in my life, and I feel like I hadn't been in my music a lot. So I wanted to just practice writing again more. So that was the intention behind the whole thing.
Okay.
To practice my writing. And this is what ended up happening. Like, okay, I got a bunch of songs.
Okay. A bunch of songs and a bunch of flavors. So you're calling it flavors. There's like two sides to this tape, if I think I got that right.
You do.
You have a sweet side and what, spicy side?
Yeah, you got it.
Why
right.
you chose those flavors? What's spicy about it? What's sweet about it? Tell me about that.
Well, the spicy side is the rap side, and the sweet side is the singing side because.
What makes the rap spicy though? What you talking about?
It's like two different versions of me. You know, like when I'm rapping, I'm more blunt, like right to the point. You know, telling it like it is. Okay. But when I'm singing, it's more like introspective, I guess. So it comes off more like, oh, I could just relax to this.
Okay. So you're essentially kind of making music for yourself as well. When you're doing it, so you're thinking, I can relax to this. So you're definitely, are you your first fan, you would say, that you make music for? Or what do you think about when you make music? Who do you think about?
Definitely me. It's my life experience. So it's the way I express myself. It's really the best way that I express myself. And I always want to do it more than I am doing because it's therapy, you know? So definitely myself first. But to share it and then people like it, it makes me feel like it's worth sharing.
Okay.
In that sense, and like, okay, maybe this could be my purpose, you know? So that's really why I put it out for people because they tell me they like it. And I'm like, okay, well, I know this helps me, so it could probably help you too. That's cool.
Okay. And then how do you feel about like people liking it, or a sense of like, you say you never really do as much as you'd like to do, but you know that people like the stuff. So do you ever kind of feel like, man, I need to be doing more, or how do you handle that?
I always feel like that. I want stuff to happen right now so bad, but like all of the groundwork it takes and humility that it takes, it's just, that is the challenge for me. Because sometimes I'll be in an energy like, I know I could do this right now, you know, but it really is a skill that you have to work at and practice at every day in all aspects. And until it's a lifestyle, that success really ain't promised. That's how I feel.
That's deep. I like that.
Like, I feel like I've done both. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a lifestyle for me. And like right now, it feel like it's a weekend lifestyle or something. Like, it's not my whole life, but that's what I'm working back toward, is making it every day. This is my life, finding ways that I can, you know, curate it in that way and still survive and pay the bills.
Yes, you gotta do that. It makes it.
So,
it definitely makes it challenging for creatives. to find time and space to create, and then also having to have a job until your creativity can pay you the way you want to be paid. So that's definitely a challenge for sure. The next side is sweet and spicy. How were you feeling before you made this project? As far as either your mental space or your creative space, like how were you feeling before you made this project? Do you remember what kind of mind you were in?
I think I was just ready to start rapping again. Because I was in a real big singing mode before this project where I just made a lot of singing songs. And I felt like a lot of them was sad too. And for me to be elevator music, I'm just like, I need to switch it up. So I started just, getting into different vibes. Like, that's how that really came about.
Do you think that's how your life was at the time when you were in this singing phase? Like, how do you choose when you're in a, right, do you feel like your life chooses for you, or you're choosing when I'm in a singing mood, or I'm going to rap, or is it just how life is going at the time?
It's just the way life goes. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, if I'm listening to a beat, or sometimes I make up songs a cappella, but I don't know if I'm about to sing something or rap something like. Sometimes I just think of lyrics, like words that, like a phrase or something that I just created a song, man. When I actually figure out how I want to say it, it could be anything. It could be a rap or a singing song. But
that's cool though. Do you feel like it's a super blessing to have that skill to be able to do both, I guess, or kind of even go back and forth?
Yes.
Or curse too, or what?
Yes, it is. But that's why I really try to appreciate my life. Self-preserve, because, like I'm a smoker, and like smoking, I feel like it has its benefits and not with my voice. Because I do like, sometimes I sound more hoarse, like right now I feel like I sound more hoarse. But that'd be cute,
Yeah, for your son, what you're trying to do. You like that.
But breath control, things like that, like it makes it harder with the certain habits you practice or don't.
That's funny. That's something I never thought about, and I don't think I've ever heard anyone share that in an interview.
It'd be all type of little things, and it's like, if you really want to be your best self in all aspects, it all come back to self-preservation. So practicing better habits and stuff, but yeah.
Wow.
That is, yeah.
I'm gonna keep that. First time you've been rapping again since like elevator music, when you're really back in your rapping shit. Does this project remind you of elevator music in any way? Do you see are there any, what's the word I'm looking for? Anything in common, anything they share?
Yeah, because I felt like elevator music was random songs that I just put together.
Okay.
Like, elevator music 1, I've created that whole thing in a month. I was just like, I'm about to make these songs, and then I put it together, and it was just fun.
Right.
And it's the same energy for flavors. Like, this was just for fun. Like, I was just expressing myself or whatever.
I remember elevator music. I still have it, and I still listen to it. There's so many cool songs from there. And if I think I got it right, was the same person that produced them, or that you worked
Elevator Music 1 and 2?
Well, elevator music and this latest project.
Oh, you talking about my engineer?
Yes.
I did. Yeah. Chris Hunter. Shout out to Chris.
Okay, yeah.
He's so great. Yeah, he did elevator music too, and then I came back to him for flavors.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of just accidentally happened, or did you reach back to him?
No, I really selected.
Okay.
I picked everything for this project because that was another thing. Is I felt like I was leaving too much of my stuff in other people's hands. Like what I'm trying to do, all my assets and music. It had too many other people had control over it, and so this project, I was like, I'm doing everything the way I want to do it. I'm handpicking everything. So, yeah.
And how was that? How was the whole experience? I mean, you're happy with the project, you would say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great project. My favorite song, I guess I can ask you first. What's your favorite song? If you have one of the project.
Well, on each, I like the intros on both of them.
Like, yes.
So, No Role Model and Hate.
And Hate.
Yeah.
And No Role Models, that's definitely my favorite track on the entire part. The entire track is sweet and spicy.
Okay, yeah.
But with No Role Models, why did you feel the need to even announce that? What was that song about for you?
I think that song is like a perfect reflection of currently where I'm at.
Okay.
You know, I rap a little bit, I sing a little bit, and I'm just doing me, but I'm a powerful me. You know, like, I'm powerful myself. Like, I have the power, but it's like I have the accountability as well. And I'm just taking it day by day in this mud. Yeah, that's basically what it's about. Like, people, like, look to me a lot for, like, advice and stuff, but I don't even be taking my own advice a lot of the time.
Are you the wise one in your friend group?
You know, maybe. Yeah, but I got a lot of wise friends, so
Okay.
I love my environment of people. But
Yeah, I remember, you've always had some good people around you. I remember back at Howard, was it FNF? Is that correct?
FNF.
This is way back.
Never forget. This be forever, never forget.
So you've done a lot of creating, and you work with a lot of people. But now you're like, you're saying you want to be more in control of your projects, your ideas, your vision. And where do you see that going? Do you think that's going to get you basically where you want to be?
Yeah, I think performing is my lane right now. Like, being with the people, because I'm not a big internet person. I be on the internet, but I don't post like that. I engage here and there, but yeah. So in person, I notice the way people gravitate to me and transfer that onto the internet. So it's like working out for me in that way. So yeah, performing, I feel like I'm gonna just keep on doing shows, try to curate, you know, paid shows for myself, start doing tours, stuff like that. That's kind of where I see it going.
Okay.
And like, as far as doing stuff myself, I have a bunch of instruments that I don't know how to play. So
Oh, wow. But
yeah.
so you plan on learning them, or?
Exactly. Yeah, it's time to start my own production now. You know,
Okay.
just have that patience with myself. I tried to make beats a long time ago, but it's so tedious trying to find the sound that I'm hearing in my head. It's kind of hard. So maybe real instruments is better for me in that way. You know what I mean? Because I know what each instrument gonna sound like. I can just pick it up.
Okay, nice. Learn to play some things and teach me a thing or two. I don't know how to play the instruments, unfortunately, but I think I'd like to play the piano or the guitar or something.
Okay, yeah, I got both of those.
How do you feel like you not being such a digital person, and we're living in a digital age? Do you feel like that's a conflict in you trying to get out there more or put your music out there? How do you handle that?
It's definitely a conflict, and I'm still trying to handle it, but being yourself is really just the best thing, because even if you don't post like that, whenever you do post and you being yourself, a lot of your followers know you actually in real life. You know what I mean? So they almost be missing your energy and stuff. So, but I feel like you can really feel the authenticity or lack thereof in people's posts a lot of the time. So the more that you're yourself, the better guarantee you have of attraction.
I dig it. I mean, keep doing what you're doing. It's definitely dope. I think there's a space and a place for it in this world. The more authentic things. You said you're out there performing. How's that been going? Where are you performing at?
I've just been doing open mics, finding whatever open mics I can. Because I really haven't performed since before quarantine.
Wow.
I think that fucked my head up in that way. Being outside, I'd be inside. So now I'm like going back outside to perform. And it's been nice. The reception has been great, and it really encourages me to keep going out there.
It's nice outside.
Yeah. And every time I do a show, somebody want me to go to another show. So I know it's a lot of shows out here to go to. So it gets me excited.
That's dope. I mean, do you feel like, I guess you feel like you have a great stage presence.
I guess
or much better than your online presence, or you feel more confident in your stage presence, or what is it? What's the difference?
You know, I don't care. It's like, that's not really the focus for me. Okay, so performing is just something that I enjoy doing. I don't enjoy posting every day and stuff like that.
Okay.
But when I do it, for instance, right now, I've just been doing one song, the same song, because I'm working on myself as a performer. So it's about just getting better for me as an artist right now, in whichever direction I'm trying to go. So because I'm doing performing, I'm really trying to get all of that together. People really like me right now. That's why I would say I guess I do have a good stage presence, but I'm a perfectionist, and it's levels to this. For real, I got work to do.
Perfectionist. Okay.
Like right now, I'm on my summer walker where I just was like, yeah, I'm singing the song, look nice. And I'm a cool person, but I'm not doing too much.
Okay.
I'm not Beyonce right now. Like I ain't up there like, okay. So yeah, but I wouldn't mind doing it. I was a dancer, so I haven't danced now. I just be trying to learn the TikTok dances, but I danced all my childhood, so I have the ability to do these things. So it's about pushing myself to actually have that experience in my life, So that's what I'm doing with performing.
I'm very happy to hear that. When I met you, I feel like you used to perform a lot. I feel like I saw you perform a couple times back in the day at Howard. And performing is not easy. I think if it's easy for you, or you find it so easy, or you got that stage presence, that's dope. And that's a hard battle, because a lot of people, they can sound good in the car, and then you go see them at a show and you're just not feeling it, or it's not like that.
Right. And I honestly think I sound better when I perform. Okay. I love the song. I love seeing the videos that people take, because I went back and listened to the song, and I'm like, I like seeing the performance. So that's really what counts, honestly. That shows your authenticity. Back to that, I really do this, and I just laid the track that day. Which, going back to Chris, that was the intention. The way that I recorded that project was I just wanted to be very natural. A lot of those I did, we'll say majority one take, because I didn't want it to sound too like computer, whatever, you know what I mean, like
right,
fixed up,
so
that perfect. When I go perform, it's like you don't sound like the track. I didn't want it like that. So we intentionally did it, the most natural way possible. So that's what I'm about, that authenticity.
I like that.
Okay.